Topic 5.3 Mendelian Genetics. So, some key terms are character, which is a heritable feature that varies among individuals, and an example would be flower color. There are traits, which is a variant for a character, so like purple or white flower colors. Homozygous refers to two identical alleles, whereas heterozygous refers to two different alleles. Phenotype is basically just physical characteristics, whereas genotype refers to genetic makeup. So let me tell you about Gregory Mendel and his peas. So basically, this man named Gregory Mendel was experimenting with pea plants because they can reproduce in a short amount of period and they can reproduce like large number of offsprings. So in his experiment, he used true hybriding and he made it two contrasting species of pea plants to find his results. And basically, when he did this experiment, he crossed the white and purple flowers, and he noticed in the F1 generation, so the hybrid generation, all the plants were purple. And then in the F2 generation, there was actually a 3-to-1 ratio. And this experiment allowed us to see inheritance patterns because it kind of led to the discovery of dominant and recessive alleles, because he repeated this experiment several times with different pea flowers and everything, and then he found the same result every time. So with this experiment, he found 4 concepts of inheritance patterns. So the first concept is that alternative versions of genes account for variations in inherited characteristics, which basically just refers to alleles. There are different type of alleles for different genes. And then for each character, an organism inherits 2 alleles. So they receive 1 allele from each parent, and each gene resides on a specific locus on a specific chromosome. And then concept 3 is that if the 2 alleles differ, then the dominant allele determines the appearance, while the recessive allele has no effect on the appearance, so it's just like chilling in the back, I guess. And then concept 4, which is basically referring to law of segregation, which is when 2 alleles for a heritable characteristic separate from each other during gamete formation and end up in different gametes, so only 1 allele from each gene can be passed off onto an offspring. And then, so there are 2 laws of inheritance, which is law of segregation, and it's basically, so law of segregation is basically what I just explained in the last slide, and then law of independent assortment is when each pair of allele segregate independently of each other, and then this leads to gamete formation. And it only applies to genes on different non-homologous chromosomes, or if they're very, very far apart on the same chromosome. And some other rules that I feel like I should note is like the multiplication rule and the addition rule. So with the multiplication rule, whenever it says the key term and, then you add them together. No, you multiply them together, and then when it says or, you add them together. And that's it.